actual case studies of students that we've helped in the past. This is Dr. Mai. Before working with me, he had a private practice and actually had a newborn child coming on the way. And he was able to build his online course in just 2 to 3 hours each week on the side, even on top of his private practice duties, as well as becoming a newborn father. After working with us, he's able to create a course that's helping more doctors start their own dream practice in order to treat more children with progressive myopia. Just this morning, he had one sign up over a brunch meal at $1,500 for his course. Now he's raising his prices to $3,500, charging what he's worth, valuing his expertise, helping more people on the global scale. And you can see on the right hand side, he put $1 in and generated $20 out. That's $10,000 in, $200,000 out, right? 2,000% return on investment. And compared to a private practice, it is much more profitable, fatter profit margins without having to sacrifice his time. This is Dr. Terriock. Before working with us, she had a blog, she had a podcast, she had an entire website, but had difficulty generating patients as well as students to her material. She wanted to help more people without having to spend more of her time. And she was burned out and overworked and underpaid as a clinician. But after working with us, she was able to 4x her income in just 5 short weeks by helping patients alleviate their dry eyes. Dr. D here, before working with us, he was working 60-hour work weeks. After working with us, he had 6,000 students in his first 6 months of working together, right? So imagine if you were charging a $1,000 course, that would be $6 million in the first 6 months. And this is completely passive. It's a digital asset that works for you without even lifting a finger. It's completely automated because the internet does not sleep. 24 hours in a day, 365, with the expertise that he already had as a clinician. But look, we don't just work with doctors. We work with nurses, we work with dentists, we work with healthcare providers, we work with optometrists, we work with anyone that has medical knowledge to share, anyone in the healthcare profession. Here we have Nurse Clark, and in her first 10 hours, she generated 3 students, right? Before working with us, she was burnt out, overworked, underpaid. After working with us, she's now able to serve more people with her expertise in breast cancer. Now, beyond just the time freedom, the location freedom, and helping more people, some of our doctors are attracted to work with us in order to successfully pay off their student loans. And here's an example of a doctor that beat $666,000 in student loans just with our support. And here's a radiologist that successfully works 9 minutes a day now on a 100% automated online course. Now, this doesn't happen overnight, right? He put in the work up front in order to create a course, set it and forget it, and now this course works for him without even lifting a finger. This is 100% automated income of him sharing his expertise on the internet. Here's Dr. Beltran. She's very passionate about aerospace medicine, and she's actually from NASA. She used our program in order to help her share her expertise in the online world in order to generate more time freedom so that she can kind of reevaluate some of the priorities she had in her life and her career. And here's Dr. Haslacher. She's an expert in skin cancer, and she used our course in order to share her expertise in the online world and helped her fall back in love with medicine. With our amazing support, she found this course and our student community to be super fun and help her create a course that she had a lot of joy in. And finally, here's Dr. Furlong. He got his first student in just the first 2 weeks of working together, and now he actually generated 11 students in his first month. And so I share all of these successes not to impress you, but to impress upon you the power of sharing your expertise on the internet. Now, all this didn't happen overnight, right? Who am I? Why should you even listen to me? Well, I've been featured on Bootstrap MD, Doctor Podcast Network, Non-Clinical Careers, all of the fancy doctor podcasts that you've probably listened to about generating passive income. Over the last 3 years, I've worked with over 350 students from NASA, as you've probably seen, Harvard, Oxford, Stanford, Yale, U of T, University of Toronto, and UBC, University of British Columbia. We have offices in the United States, Canada, Mexico, Europe, and Asia, and we're very passionate about doing just one thing really, really well, which is helping doctors and nurses and healthcare providers share their expertise on the internet to generate financial freedom for themselves and their families. And our student results speak for themselves. Now, you might be asking, how are doctors and nurses and other healthcare providers making $10,000, $20,000, even $30,000 per month of passive income while working 3 to 5 hours or less each week? And the easiest way to explain this opportunity and why this is even possible is to give you context on myself, on us, my team, and what we do. Meet my team, all right? Combined together, we have over 30 years of experience in the online world. We have Adam, Anthony, and Judy, who's in charge of enrollments and making sure we can actually help the students that we enroll. And we have Reza and Alicio, who are in charge of student success and making sure our students are taken care of and getting the support that they need. As you can see, our team is rather small, but we're able to grow this from 0 to a multi-7-figure unicorn in as early as our first 12 months working together. And the reason I share this with you is because this is something I've actually done, and this is something that I'm actually doing and teaching my students.